Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of The Walk Around. Grab your popcorn, get some drinks, and enjoy the show. Alrighty, what's up guys, and welcome back for episode, I think it's 7, it's 4, 5, no, it could be, no, 6, no, 7, episode 7, episode 7 of season 3 of The Walk Around, and we have a returning bike here. Well, not a returning bike, we do have one of them over there, so yeah, this is just another one of them. I'm not going to get into it yet. I'll get into that a little bit later on. But yeah, first things first, guys. This is a 2007 Suzuki LT250, and this one, guys, is selling for $44,900. So first things first, guys. I want to start off with probably the coolest thing. Well, let me do the introduction. As always, guys, I'm going to run through any sort of modifications / features / things that I want to bring light to, and then following that, we'll have a look at any sort of damage here and there, or just things that I need to bring light to. Sorry guys, I've got hiccups today. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, I'm struggling with the talking today. But nonetheless, we're gonna bang this episode out for you guys. So yeah, first things first that I want to talk about is the drive chain on this thing. Well, actually, it's not a drive chain, it's a drive shaft. So you can see there, instead of the chain and all of that sort of stuff, it's just boom, straight drive shaft. Benefits of that: the power delivery is much better. You know, there's no slack, there's no chain slack for it to pick up or anything like that. So it's literally just straight power. You know, it's from the motor, boom, to the axle, and off you go. So very peppy little bikes. If you just go full taps from a standstill, it will wheelie. Don't ask me how I know that, but it will. So yeah, super cool to see on these things. You know, I think it also reduces maintenance cost. You know, you don't have to look after sprockets or a chain or anything like that and replace it every now and then. So yeah, unfortunately I can't speak to the maintenance on this and what it's going to cost you long term, but I really feel like the wear and tear on this is going to be much better than that of the wear and tear that you're going to experience with 2 sprockets and a chain. So yeah, just something super cool. It's not something you see often at all, and I would love to know the thought process behind this and why they actually decided to go with a drive shaft, because it's so interesting, and that power delivery is ridiculous. It really is. And then following that, guys, obviously, as you can see, we've got an absolutely beautiful sticker kit on here. I think this is just sitting a little bit in the wrong place. There we go, it'll look a little bit better over there. So yeah, beautiful sticker kit. It matches the original plastics absolutely perfectly. It matches with the seat perfectly. It just looks absolutely incredible. Again, guys, if you do want custom sticker kits, that's something we can arrange for you. As mentioned in the previous episode, we've got sticker kits for Polarises, for BWS 100s, Martini edition kits. So yeah, whatever bike it is, guys, chances are we can help you out. So yeah, if you need a sticker kit or any sort of accessories for that matter, come through, have a chat with us. Got a whole lot of stuff there. So, you know, seat covers, even just little modifications here and there, guys, we can definitely help you out. So yeah, if you've got a bike, you can come visit Dewet&Bikes. We'll help you out with some accessories. So yeah, nonetheless, guys, next thing is some nice snazzy little UFO grips. I must say, a little bit of blue over here would have looked a little bit better, but nonetheless, they are looking very nice and snazzy over there. I think these are some of the grips that we stock in-house. So yeah, if you like those, you can definitely come and get yourself a pair. And obviously, guys, you'll see that we've got a headlight here at the back, as well as a brake light here at the back. Did I say headlight at the back? I don't know. I was supposed to say headlight at the front, but anyways. And then yeah, this thing it's semi-automatic, again, similar to your previous one. So basically how it works is that even though you've got neutral, you've got reverse, and then you've got a few gears after that. So right all the way down at the bottom is neutral, and then, actually no, I'm lying. All the way at the bottom is reverse, then it's neutral, and then you've got your gears going up after that. However, there's no clutch. So if I'm going to turn the key here, you guys will see it's on neutral. But if I'm going to click up, well, obviously it's not moving, but yeah, I'm just holding it up now, and now it would be in gear essentially. And then to put it into reverse, I'll show you guys a little bit later on how it actually works, but you're just going to put pressure on the shifter and you're going to turn that little knob. But as I said, I'll show you guys how all of that works towards the end of the video. Obviously you got your high and your low. This is where your choke is. So yeah, for your nice cold morning starts, you sort it out in that regard. However, I must say these LTs are very reliable. they normally start right up in an instant. So yeah, otherwise guys, I'm not really seeing anything that's worth mentioning on my side in terms of modifications or features or anything like that. Obviously up at the front you've got your dual disc and caliper brakes. At the rear I'm pretty sure it's just going to be within that. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, I wonder how that works. It looks like it works similar to that of a drum brake, but yeah, we don't have a caliper or a disc there at the back, so that's quite interesting as well. Um, yeah, guys, nothing else. There's no aftermarket shifters or anything like that. We've got a stock pipe. As I always say, the more stock, the better, guys. You're just honestly avoiding problems at the end of the day. So yeah, with that being said, guys, I think we're just going to jump straight into any sort of damage here and there, or just things that I need to bring light to. Obviously at the end of the day we are looking more so for performance affecting damage, but we do highlight everything that we see. So first things first, you guys will see over here on the seat just one or two cuts here and there. Unfortunately, it is kind of unavoidable, especially given the age of this vehicle. So yeah, unfortunately, for us, we're not going to go and reupholster this entire seat just for one or two cuts there at the back. But we can do seat reupholstery if you guys want. We can get you some lacquer seats. My personal bike, my Triumph, was actually done in-house, so yeah, I can definitely speak to the quality in terms of that lovely seat covers. So yeah, that's also on-road and off-road, we can sort that out for you. So yeah, just getting that out of the way. And then you guys will see our tires are a little bit dilapidated. However, they still got a decent amount of life in them. More so the rear, the front is still looking more than enough tread there at the front, I must say. You don't need to replace those front tires anytime soon, but I would just keep an eye on those rear tires. Just make sure that there's no slow leaks or anything like that. I do see it's a little bit dry rotted as well. But yeah, nonetheless, for the time being, we are pretty snazzy. And then you guys will see here just on these footrests, I mean, unfortunately it's wear and tear. There's not much that we can do to get this looking better. And yeah, it's what happens. A lot of the time, these bikes are actually used on the farms. A lot of the bikes that are semi-autos and autos, that's what the farmers tend to like to use. Potting around, taking this here, that there. So yeah, most likely this has come from a farm, and as you can see, it's just had a little bit of wear and tear going on there, and it's just purely over time that these things happen. So it's very rare that these quads are actually crashed. The only time these quads are crashed is if they're used for like racing and stuff like that, or if someone's being a little bit a little bit idiotic on it and ends up flipping it. But yeah, it's quite difficult to crash a quad here, guys, I must say. Mainly we're just with the corners. That's the only place that you have to watch out. So yeah, 9 out of 10 times we don't have any major damage on the quads. Even when they do flip, the most damage that we see is on the handlebars and the fairings. But yeah, these fairings are actually in really good condition, I must say. It's just these little footrests there that actually just need a little bit of TLC. But yeah, as I said, guys, unfortunately there's not much that we can actually do about that for you guys. We will just have another look on this side as well. And yeah, same story, guys. As you can see, just a little bit dilapidated, a little bit of wear and tear going on there. So yeah, unfortunately, as I said, guys, not much you can do about that there. No broken shifters or levers or anything like that. Both levers are really good. Again, are these steel braided lines? They could be. Nah, they're not. I was gonna have a lot to say if there were steel braided lines, but even then, guys, Suzuki, one of the top brands in the world, arguably, and they don't have steel braided lines. And then if you go and look at the likes of those Polarises, they've got steel braided lines, and those are '06 models. So it really baffles me, absolutely baffles me. But yeah, beyond that, guys, I see a little bit of rust there on the exhaust. I'm sure the mechanics can get another go at that and make it looking a little bit better at least. Otherwise, just a few scuffs and bangs here on the rims, nothing major, nothing that's going to really affect the performance of it. As I said, that's more so what we are trying to find. But yeah, this side, these rims are looking pretty snazzy. No major damage to engines or any damage for that matter. The exhaust is still pretty snazzy. Not seeing any sort of major cuts or dents or anything to that. So yeah, no guys, I think all things considered, it's in pretty damn good condition. I know this is one of the bikes that the mechanics did some recon on. So yeah, as you guys can see, they just did an excellent job at getting this thing looking absolutely snazzy. So guys, oh, sorry, hiccups are back. Let me show you how this thing works. Obviously, as I mentioned, neutral. So there's your green light for neutral. Let's just get it started. So there's your off and on. You're gonna pull this in. I'm pretty sure you have to. Okay, maybe you don't. 9 out of 10 times with the bikes, you always have to pull this lever in. It's either your clutch or your brake. In this case, it is the brake. As I said, there's no clutch on this. But yeah, a lot of the time you do have to pull in that clutch or that brake just to get it started. But yeah, as you guys can see, we are in neutral. Now, I'm not touching a clutch or anything like that. This is the shifter. I'm just gonna press up on the shifter. Boom. And now we are in gear. This is first gear. Oh, my bad. Oh, okay, let's go back into neutral. Start it. Into gear. And there we go. So you guys can see it's a little like but it's purely because of the drive shaft. You know, it's just, as I said, it's just straight power through to that rear axle. So yeah, now it's in gear. Go down 1. Now it is in neutral. And then if I press all the way down on the left and I turn this gear, cool. Now we are in reverse. It's so torquey, it's crazy. And then to go out of reverse, obviously I'm just going to go back up onto the shifter. So very easy guys, as I said, neutral, reverse, first gear, second, third. I'm actually curious to see how many gears there are. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. I think there's 4. But now I'm gonna have to get it all the way down into neutral. Yeah, I think 4 or 5 gears. So yeah, more than enough. Honestly guys, just an absolute beauty of a quad. Nothing but good things to say at the end of the day. These things are awesome. I haven't really ridden a lot of these. I've ridden 1 or 2, but yeah, I know just from what I've heard from a lot of guys that these things are super peppy, and I did experience it firsthand. You can see as soon as you touch that throttle, it's jumping forward. So there's just instant power, instant torque. So yeah, just an awesome little machine. And yeah, guys, that just about wraps things up. If you got any sort of questions or anything like that, if I was wrong about something or you need to correct me, please just drop it down there in the comments. I love to learn as much as I can about these things. So yeah, that's it at the end of the day, guys. If you made it through to the end of the video, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys all in the next episode. Peace.